And you got to have stories. And I'm full of stories. I'm raised on a farm, so I have lots of stories. Unfortunately, my stories are gruesome and can't be made into film. You know, it's reality of, you know, your dad chasing a cow around the pasture with a 2x4 and breaking the 2x4 over the cow's head. This is the downtown area. I've been coming here for almost 30 years. On the right is my brew pub that I owned. This is the movie theater here, brand new. But here's the brew pub I founded called Buffalo Bills Brewery. I've been in there for 15 or 16 years. Here's the other little stores here. Faux Soup. Used to be all antique stores. They're all gone now because the eBay's wiped everything out. And a lot of other kind of closed businesses, as downtown has never done well. Fire department, where you sit around doing nothing for months and months to do one fire. You make $150,000 a year working 11 days a month. What a scam that is, huh? Oh, but you're so important. I bet you if you divided the amount of money paid to the firemen by the houses that burnt down, you'd still be ahead. My other pet peeve is buses in this town. They all run empty. Day after day, buses 99% empty. Think if you divided that out, what it costs to run a bus with passengers on it, I would say it's $1,000 a mile. Why don't we just hire them taxis, get them where they want to be, and quit running public transportation? I'm telling you, it's a major scam. In this town, there's nobody on the buses. And I look in other towns, buses run empty. But that's just my bias against wastefulness. I'm a Democrat, a liberal Democrat, a Humphrey Democrat. You know, so I'm Quaker. I believe in community. Every Sunday over here is a bunch of poor people come and somebody shows up in their car and feeds them. Those people need to go to heaven. They're feeding these poor people that come out. I mean, that's if there is a heaven. I'm gonna get 2 tacos. What did I order? What kind of taco? That's spicy, right? Good. And I was a news photographer in this little small town called Livermore, and I knew somebody at Associated Press. They said, "You want to cover the Rolling Stones thing at Altamont? We want to use you for a day." So I had to get kind of permission to take half the day off to go shoot. And we didn't even know what was going to happen. And so I had a motorcycle, so I took my motorcycle out there, got about halfway there, abandoned the motorcycle, and the other 2 people had a car. And I never saw them again until that evening. Because when you got there, the first thing I did was go straight to the tower and climb up in the tower and sit there and just watch the whole thing unfold underneath me. Because if you were down on the ground, you couldn't move. So that's when I got the photographs of the Hells Angels beating up people, and a whole bunch of other shots. And by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was done. I went home. I mean, you ran out of film, and then also I'm on the sound tower, and somebody comes along with a pipe wrench and threatens to bash your brains out. You sort of think, this isn't like in the movies where we're going to have this fight and the guy falls off. No, he's going to knock me in the head and I'll fall off. So I climbed down and went home. But my friend Beth, who came with me that morning, she was on stage when that guy got knifed. But I think most people didn't even realize what quite happened to him. Maybe later when he's dead, because those things happen so fast. But the Maisley brothers got it on film, I'm sure, and made a fortune. And when I got back, processed my film, we looked at it, said there's nothing there because the film was real thin because I had underexposed it. Then finally we printed on number 5 paper and it was all right there. So I got really lucky, otherwise those images would have been owned by Associated Press and I wouldn't have gotten anything out of it.
Did you do it only digitally?
All digital. Film's dead.